in the fall of 2015, and then worked for Dynasty for a spell, and then ended up starting Truly Independent Wrestling in the fall of 2016.
And you mentioned Tyler Vincent. You guys have been teaming in New York Championship Wrestling, and you wrestled, over the Northeast. Would you say Tyler Vincent is a close friend?
With Tyler Vincent, actually, we came up in interface for quite a bit. Tyler Vincent is someone who I've known for a good couple of years, for about, I'd say now almost 6 years. But yeah, I would say that, we pride ourselves on being part of the TI5, so to speak. Tyler Vincent is someone who I've teamed with a couple times, and I have actually had the honor of facing once in the ring for the Truly Independent Wrestling Championship.
And how did that end?
Tyler Vincent is well known for being the first TIW champion, and on that night I was not successful. However, it was a very hard-fought match, and I am actually proud to say that I got to have that match with him.
So coming up in New York Championship Wrestling Saturday, March 9th, they're going to crown their first heavyweight champion. Are you involved in that tournament?
Yes, I am. And actually, the funny thing about talking about Tyler Vincent is that I will be facing him in the first round of this tournament. It's funny. A lot of people may think that that Tyler Vincent has an easy road ahead of him, and I am going to give Tyler Vincent all the respect in the world. TV, I love you, brother, but I'm just letting you right now, it's not going to go as easy as you think it's going to be.
That's pretty shocking in the first round. I would imagine not giving that one away for, a couple rounds in. That's
yeah. Well, here's the thing. The people are going to be getting a main event. It's not going to be something where this is just going to be something. Tyler Vincent has beat me in the past, but in my mind, I'm not going to let this be something that I refuse to be a stepping stone in his quest to gain further validation of his success. I live under the belief that those who thrive on predictability tend to fall victim to the complacency of their very own success, and I continue to live on that philosophy, and I will be on the 9th.
So you're a pretty strong fan favorite in New York Championship Wrestling, probably one of the top fan favorites in the company. In that first match with Tyler Vincent, who do you think the crowd is going to get behind?
It all depends. I mean, Tyler Vincent's got the look. He's got fans behind him. He's definitely got the talent behind him. But I think he might even have it a little bit more than me. I know that I have my fair share of fans, and I know people that definitely support me in NYCW. And I honestly feel that the people in that area are looking to buck the trend of predictability and complacency where, champions are defined about who they know or how they look. And I definitely want to be the person that actually gets to be the first example of that trend of bucking predictability and complacency.
So there's other guys that you've aligned yourself with in your championship wrestling involved in that tournament. Guys like Guy Sadlowski, Dante Dio, I imagine, will be in the tournament. What if you have to face more than just one of your friends?
I'm going to, keep my eye on the prize pretty much. I am part of this tournament for a reason. I was put in this tournament because I am considered one of the best in NYCW, and I plan on continuing on my path to the championship. I refuse to sit idly by and let I feel like everyone's going to think, look at Lance as opposed to everybody else. You have people, like Guy Sadlowski, who's young and he's hungry, and I will give him all the props in the world. But I'm just going to let him know I don't think that he is ready for the championship at this point in the game. I give the kid a lot of props. He came up through Truly Independent Wrestling, and he's probably one of the best students that we've had, if not the best. And I definitely hold him in high regard. But the way that I am staying focused in this tournament is that once it starts, that is my game plan. I do not plan on letting friendships get in the way. I plan on winning this championship.
And I imagine you're going to have some enemies in that tournament as well. You've been combating guys like Danny Adam and the Savage Wolves. I imagine one or two of those guys might be involved in the tournament. How do you combat guys like that in a tournament setting?
Well, the thing about the Savage Wolves is that, everything seems all fine and dandy for them when they don't want to play by the rules. But you know what? The fact of the matter is that I'm well handled with the situation of the Savage Wolves trying to play dirty if the situation calls for it. With Danny Adam, the same thing applies. It's like he may think that he's some kind of like wasteland wanderer, but for those that follow Fallout and everything, to Danny Adam, I am the worst death claw in his worst nightmare. So he can try to do everything that he can and in his power to cheat to win, but I'm just letting him know as well that that's not going to be the case come March 9th. He's coming up empty-handed. That may sound a little bit arrogant of me, but you got all these people that have done all these cheap things in order to get wins over me or people that I've teamed up with, and it's just time to stop. There's no more, this is the good thing to do. This is the good guy thing to do. I'm not all about that. I am all about doing what I need to do in order to win this championship, and no one is going to be sleeping on the name of Lance Madewell after this tournament is over.
Have you held a heavyweight championship before?
No, I have not, and that's what even makes me even hungrier to gain this championship. Because I will tell you, you take a look at champions and you go to shows all over New York and all over the Northeast, and you take a look. When do you usually see a champion come out?
The very end.
Exactly, the very end. You only see champions come out at the very end. At the very most, they come out to intermission where you get to see them and you get to talk to them if you give them $20 for a t-shirt. I do not fit that trend. I am not the kind of person that'll only come out during intermission, sit down, and actually give my fans the opportunity to talk to me if they pay $20 for a t-shirt. Buy this and I'll talk to you. I'm not about that. I'm not about that person that's going to stand in the back and be like, hey, the fans already got my money. I'll wait and see you until the end of the show, and then they'll be able to see me. I'm that kind of guy that's going to proudly hold that championship, be sitting at the tables the whole entire damn show, and be like, hey, you want a picture with a champion? You should feel just as good as anybody else here, and you know what? I'm the person to deliver that. I can actually represent a brand like that and not just hide out of the shadows and then be like, oh, here I am. Take a look at me. I'm the most important person on the roster because I come out at the end. I feel that I could be the most important person on that roster sitting out amongst those tables. I don't care if it's even next to the concession person. I sit next to the concession person every single show anyway. So the way that I see it is that there needs to be enough of champions that hide in the shadows and then come out later on. And there needs to be more champions that are out mingling with the fans, sitting down, enjoying the show, learning. Even if you are a champion, you still have things to learn in this business.
I don't mean this in an insulting way, but is it fair to say that you're the dark horse in this tournament?
I honestly do think I am. Because the thing about it, like I said, you have all these different matchups that are planned that I'm probably the only one that everyone seems to think that, Tyler Vincent's got it made. You look at Tyler Vincent, you look at me. Okay, you look at Tyler Vincent, you take a look at how he looks, you take a look at how he is in the ring. He's won championships everywhere he's been. He's faced future greats. He's worked past greats. He's going to be working future Hall of Famers. The guy has what he needs to succeed, and I'll tell you this, he has supportive fans. He has supportive moms who all say that he's a pretty good-looking dude. I mean, granted, that's the PG-rated version of that statement, but I digress from the fact that the guy does what he needs to do, and he gets everything done that needs to get done inside that ring. He has a great percentage of success, and I applaud him for that. But I am telling you this right now, there's too much predictability amongst every single person in this tournament. You have the people that are sure bets, and that's what I call Tyler Vincent, a sure bet. But the fact of the matter remains is that it's going to take a lot more than a chop to my chest, a European uppercut, and an axe kick to put me down for the 1, 2, 3.
As much as a one-on-one match with you in TV is, I would love to see you and High Voltage Omar one-on-one in that tournament. I know you guys faced each other before. NTIW, but and you guys had a tag match a couple months ago, I believe, in HBO and Ronnie Ribs.
Ronnie Ribs.
Yeah.
Well, truth be told, I've actually never faced High Voltage Omar in a one-on-one match.
Oh.
And I can guarantee you that that's a match that people would like to see. Because I'm telling you, as great as Suplex as he is, as great as he is in that ring, I'm just letting him know that I know that a hard-hitting person like me against somebody like him will actually be a really good thing. And I have all the faith in the world that that would create a really good match. And you know what? If I beat Tyler Vincent, I'm confident enough to say if I beat Tyler Vincent, because I'm not going to be one of those nerds listening to this show and be like, oh, look at that fat guy on the thing with Mike that has no chance whatsoever of beating Tyler Vincent. If I beat Tyler Vincent, I would be more than happy to face High Voltage Omar. And I would tell you the same thing to him. Omar, I'd say the same thing to you that I'm saying to TV. I'm just letting you know is that I believe in the fact that, you know, your willingness to thrive on predictability will result in your fall to complacency.
What was it that drew you to New York Championship Wrestling? What was it about the company that made you want to participate in it?
Because it's new and because it's fresh and because it's giving opportunities to people that aren't being given opportunities, and that it's so diverse and it's interesting and it's unique. You got all these people. It's got a great roster. It's got a great location, and it's very entertaining. I love the fans. I love everything about NYCW, and I hope to continue to keep working for NYCW.
So the first NYCW Heavyweight Champion, how should he represent the company as champion?
I take a look at anybody that could be a champion with this and be the first champion, and the one thing I want to determine is heart. Not strength, not charisma, not promo ability, not looks, not any of that, not arrogance or confidence. Heart. You need to want it. Somebody that can keep taking whatever is given to them and keep going and going. For me, winning a championship won't matter to me if it's, you know, one show, 2 months, 6 months, or a whole entire year. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I'm showing people that I have that heart to be in that ring, and my resilience to keep going and telling people that you can throw everything you want at me. It is not going to be easy for you to win this match. That is what a champion needs to be. Not somebody that's all about catchphrases and somebody that's all about, look at me, I have a 6-pack of abs and I got rippling pecs and that the moms all like adore over me and the kids love me and stuff like that. Granted, yes, I have fans, but it's all about heart. You don't get out there just by, oh, look at me. That's what I feel a lot of guys in wrestling have, and they're not really focusing on what they need to do. These people need to be able to respect you for more than just what you look like.
And you really, really just described yourself when you talked about heart. I personally think you're the heart of New York Championship Wrestling. The fans are behind you. You're always out there mingling with them. You're never hiding. So, I mean, I think New York Championship Wrestling would be blessed with you as their heavyweight champion.
Good, and they would. I totally agree. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. I've been living in this business for the past 6 years, being completely fine and be like, oh, I don't want to say this because I don't want to seem arrogant or anything like that. It's time to stop. It's time for me to start remembering what the difference between arrogant and confident is. And I'm going to be confident right now. And I'm saying that I think that that would be very, very good assumption, that I actually fit every single thing that there needs to be about the first NYCW champion. And on March 9th, people are going to see that. If they don't, that's fine. I'm not going to be the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm going to take a break from the business because I didn't get a chance to win a championship and because I failed. That's the thing that I have over every single person in this tournament. The fact that I am able to fail each and every single time and have the balls to get up and say, you know what? What's next? Let me keep going.
And one potential roadblock in that tournament, Brute Van Slyke. How would you combat his just brute ability?
So Brute, I actually saw posted, I don't know if you saw, but Brute actually posted the commercial for the March 9th and said some things about people coming in from out of the area and people, claiming that they own the territory and stuff like that.